Alright. Now, when we pick things up here... We're gonna duel a child into submission in Shinogi Chess. Actually, no. We're gonna teach Kana how to play. Remember, this is only a practice round. Whether you win or lose, I'll still be considering you for this assignment. What I'm really looking for is how you decide each move. There's enough to inform me on how much potential you've got. That's a lot of pressure. You'll do fine. Now let's set up these pieces and start the match. Alright. Alright, Kana, let's rock. Imagine noticeably oh, we're back to the normal configuration this time. Yeah, I will admit that this, the way this is playing out... caught me a little off guard. I'm curious to see where this is going to go. Specifically with our present-day plotline here. Let's see what plays out up here first. What'd she make back there? Oh. I could utterly delete her queen. Oh, I'm one short, aren't I? If you want to trade... we can certainly trade. Alright. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Capture.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Good. We're going to break down each piece into their discrete values. Once you understand the worth of each piece on the field, you'll know what pieces to trade in order to get closer to victory. Right. You're doing great, Kana. Just keep it up and we can discuss your strategy after the match. Thank you, Miss Masaki. Oh, this is actually encouraging compared to, I suppose I can see the intentional, Sorry, I got caught away from it. What was I talking about? Yeah, I suppose I can see the intentional disparity between Himiko and Yuko in this regard. Himiko in the present-day society playing matches with government figures for the future of her friends, government high society sit. Meanwhile, in this flashback moment, obviously there's high stakes going on in the future, but the moment right now, Yuko is just teaching a kid how to play chess. Let's start moving over here then. See what you have planned. Oh,
Check.
hi. Well played. You could go up there. Poof. Man, I gotta... I can threaten you off. See what you do next.
Check.
Oh, that's nasty. Yeah, not having that. Alright, who's up here? Well, that just kind of sets me up to get taken. What's the play here? Oh, hello. Wow, that's the play.
Capture.
Alright. So we can win now. Oh. Is that it? Bop. Bop. I'm using all my ballistic missiles. Hmm. What's the play here? Okay, you're going wide. But I pull a big brain play here. It says we have to get checked. Wait. Wait.
Checkmate.
Well, I'm sorry, Kana. Looks like I've won. Ah, okay. That was a tough game. I'm sure it was, but you stood your ground. It's no small feat to play that well against an adult. Do you think I had a good strategy? Absolutely. I know that with time, you'll do even better. That's appropriately scaled down for playing against an untrained kid. Let's take a break now. It's time to evaluate your performance. I can appreciate that. It's appropriately scaled down for a newbie. I'm so proud of you, Kana. You did amazing. Really? No, I smoked you, but for a first time, you didn't do bad. Yes, it seems like you really did inherit your parents' talent for chess. It'll take a bit to account for every scenario, but with the proper training, I believe you have what it takes to compete. That's great. But I was hoping to fight for real with the friends I've made in the assault teams. I don't want. This is real. Your assignment will be just as important as the ones I give to the soldiers. And will I have to complete it alone? Never. You'll always be able to count on us to support you. Just because your friends are off on other missions, it doesn't mean that you have to forget about them. And you'll make new friends, too. If Shure was being honest, I'm sure he'd support you in any goal you set your mind to. Think of it like a team of your own, where you get to call the shots. That would be pretty cool. Urgent update, ma'am. There's a progress report on... Oh, didn't know you were busy. Scientist, give me a moment. Kana, you should go catch up with Shiro now. You're still a ways off from taking on missions like this, but you're headed in the right direction. We're your family now. We'll protect you and care for you, as long as we're able. That means so much to me. Thank you, Miss Masaki. If you'll follow me, ma'am. Oh, science time. There's been a development which seems to confirm your previous theories on the subject. Has anyone else been made aware of this discovery? Not yet, ma'am. But my team has already started preparing the payload. It's a complicated piece of software. Software? I'd like you to keep these things quiet for now. If this gets out, it'll cause a panic. I don't need any more operatives on edge right now. It's right inside, ma'am. Hold on a minute. I want your honest opinion. Do you really think it can work? We spent too long rigging the machine together for it to fail on us. I think it will. With each passing day, we're understanding more about this phenomenon. With just a few more weeks of research, I think we'll have a clear picture of how to use it to our advantage. Then I'll ask you this. Is it safe? You already know where this will take us, right? I need to feel confident putting my soldiers into that thing. Well, if our current plan comes to fruition, it could cause some minor discomfort. Minor discomfort? Is that really all? It's hard to say without a proper test case, but yes. As for long-term effects, I'm not really sure. Let's see it then. I take it you're getting ready to perform a unit test. We'll have an end-to-end process ready by next week. There's still a lot to do in terms of safety measures. His hardware was pretty tough to find. I don't want any accidents that could damage the components. That's why we'll run experiments. We'll test each component individually. I still don't like our odds. Ma'am, if I may, you can trust us. We've handled augmentations like this in the past. It's becoming all too common for us to be using the weapons of our enemy. Are we really doing the right thing? We are, because what we're doing will set our people free. It's more of a you have to succeed. If you really want to avoid potential issues, our research suggests that someone younger might be the best bet. Excuse me? Executing the process on more malleable brains, which haven't fully developed, should make the experiment run a lot more smoothly. Though truthfully, we can't say for certain what lasting effects it'll have on the subject's decision-making. And the best outcome, full autonomy, and signal command should be achievable, just like you predicted. I might suggest Kana Suzuki. You seem to be preparing her for this exact purpose, right? I won't risk hurting anyone until we're sure the machine can operate safely and effectively. I want to know every detail in your report this week. Account for every possibility. Triple check every system. Yes, Prime Commander. The longer this war drags on, the more I feel like I've been losing my humanity. There's no end in sight. At this point, I'll do whatever it takes to make progress. Kana's still too young to be trusted with anything important. But if this fight continues, she could become the next generation of our cause. Might even pass the torch to her should the worst come to fruition. If I die in my quest to free this country, one day, Kana could take my place. I must prepare for that scenario. A failsafe recording should suffice. Time is running short. The war has stagnated. I've grown tired of repeating the same mistakes, and I yearn for victory. If the Typhoon Initiative desires to live on, it may yet survive, without me. We're moving on toward the point where she leaves. Himiko? Kana has taken well to her new training these past few months. She's making great strides in learning new strategies for Shinogi chess. Her social skills have been improving, too. Shiro's been unexpectedly cooperative, too. His ability to understand and follow orders surpasses even Kana. I have great expectations for those two. It was the right choice letting them team up. I mean, Kana did kill for Shiro, so now the only worry on my mind is how to proceed with my secret project. The machine is ready to operate on live subjects, and the safety specifications have been met with confidence. We know where this is going to end up. The question now is how. big question is, who will be the first to undergo this process? I will admit... Himiko, no, stop! Huh? Get away from there, now! I told you never to touch that shelf, never! Gun! No, she found my pistol! What were you thinking? Are you trying to get yourself killed? Answer me, what's wrong with you? Oh no. I'm sorry, Mom. I just wanted to read one of your books. Why? Why does this have to happen? Mom, why do you have a gun? Self-defense? I'm scared. It's okay, Himiko. Just step away. That's good. Just stay there for a moment. What should I say? What can I do? So are we saying that Himiko accidentally opened the shelf and took out the gun and left it out there on the shelf? Like, I could see it. Just a... What is this strange thing? What is this? Oh god, that's a big danger stick. All this time, I wasn't ready to have this conversation with her. But now... Himiko, I'm not angry. You sure sounded angry, Mom. I understand that as you get older, your curiosity can lead you to finding things you're not ready for. I should have taken better care to protect you from the darkness in this world. But... I don't want to look away anymore. You might be afraid, but you said true strength is being able to keep going when everyone is against you. I wanted to read, so that I can change the world like you said. I wanted to do it even though you said not to touch the shell. She took my lesson to heart? I see. I'm sorry, Mom. I won't do it again, I promise. Does that mean she might finally be ready? Himiko, do you want to know why I have that gun? Is it to protect the people in that scary place? That's part of it, yes. To explain in more detail, well, maybe it's better if you just saw it for yourself. You mean I get to see where you work? That's right. So, are you ready? Yes, let's go. Himiko meets the Typhoon Initiative. Clearly their science device. I mean, it has pretty all but confirmed to have fucked with her memory. I hope I've made the right decision, but I can't keep putting this off forever. I had to tell her eventually. If she becomes as dedicated as Kana, those two could be the future of this cause, our ultimate hope, and the key to our final proposition. Okay, I fully expected, like, this whole discussion to come about at the end of this game. Maybe perhaps that's what's being set up for, like, the remainder of this game, then. Wow, this place is huge. I know, it's taken a lot to build up to this point. You built this? Not personally. The underground facility was constructed by a team who was sympathetic to our cause. Oh. So then, what's your cause? Army Commander, is this another guest? That's right, you know the drill. Treat Himiko like one of your own. Better than one of your own, in fact. This place is turning into a daycare. It's 3 kids. Himiko is my daughter. Oh! What? I'm so sorry, ma'am. Please forgive me. It's alright, just make the usual preparations. Whoa! Does everyone here listen to what you say? In a way, yes. We act as one because we share a common ideology. There is one goal that binds us together. We want the complete eradication of Shinogi Chess. Oh! I see. You want to make a difference by getting rid of the game, even though it's so popular. Precisely. You catch on quick, Himiko. But what's so bad about Shinogi Chess? Why do you want to get rid of it? For years now, corporations have been using the game to amass power and drive people into poverty. They lure people in with the promise of fame, but with so much competition, it inevitably becomes something like indentured servitude. Additionally, the government hasn't taken kindly to those opposing the game, like us. Why's that? They see any resistance to Shinogi Chess as a potential threat to the economy. Without it, they need a different way to avoid the oppression. As a result, the people here have been under siege for quite some time. It's heartbreaking. I understand. Then how will you get rid of the game? I'm not really sure of that myself, honestly, but we'll find a way. Maybe it's a little early to be telling her that we attack government compounds and private security forces. Whoops. Kids, Miss Masaki? Who's this? Oh, this is my daughter, Himiko. Daughter? It's nice to meet you, Himiko. Nice to meet you too. You guys help out with things for my mom? As much as we can. We haven't been on any real missions yet. Alright, you two, give Himiko some space. She's still getting used to all this. Oh, sorry. Run along now, and we can have more formal introductions later. I'll catch up with your training soon. Sorry about that. It's okay. They seem really nice and friendly. That's good. I'm sure you'll make tons of new friends here. Kanna's gonna feel the big jealousy. Friends? I get to have friends? So when can I go on a mission? You already want to contribute to the cause? That's right. I'm ready to make history. Himiko. Joining the Typhoon Initiative. It's just now sinking in. But everything I hoped for might actually come true. Himiko, you're the future of this organization. You will live up to the expectations I held for you. All this time, what I really wanted was for you to take my place and carve your own future. I wanted you to be ready. So then, you can overcome this one bit of hardship. It might give you a shot at ending this war. Mom? Himiko, get in the robot. It's time for your first mission. Get in the robot, Himiko. For real? You'd let me help? That's right, but you can't tell anyone for now. This is a secret project. Come with me and we can start right away. Something came over me at that moment. I feel like things are different, like I can finally be my true self around her. My whole life I put everything I had into this cause. And now I have a chance to ensure its survival long after I'm gone. I'd be thinking selfishly here, but this might just be my greatest moment as a leader. Putting my daughter in the robot. Alright, here we go. Alright, you're strapped in. Feeling okay, Himiko? Yeah? You can talk to me if you're uncomfortable. Mom, what is all this? Systems are powering up now. Should take a few minutes. Mom, I want to help you with this cause. Get in the machine, Himiko. I know it's a little scary, but you'll be safe. I promise. This is our first test of this, by the way. Why am I in this thing? What's going on? Think of it like a medical procedure. So you're checking up on my health? No, not exactly. We're experimenting with your brain. We're going to make you stronger. Stronger? How? Ma'am, you might want to check these readings. Mom? Are you listening? Yes, Himiko, just wait a moment. Right. Power levels seem to be normal. What were you saying? I just wanted to know what you're doing to me. That's a reasonable question. You can trust me, Himiko. She's not looking at us. She's refused. Okay. Okay. But will it hurt? There might be some slight discomfort, but you'll be okay. I'm scared. Am I gonna die? You're not going to die, Himiko. Unit test alive, ma'am. Excellent work. Is it gonna make a loud noise? I don't like it. You're doing fine. Just try not to move, okay? You have to stay exactly where you are. That's safe. That's the safest way. How will I be stronger? I'm still confused. Stop ignoring me. Problem with the signal component, ma'am. No wonder that Himiko came away from this 5 years later with such a scathing hatred of her mother. Are you certain? Yes. There might be a false positive. We had a few of those previously. Run the diagnostic and continue the procedure. Yes, Prime Commander. For all her mind, Himiko got naively baited into some awful shit. This is what's going to happen. The process might mess with your short-term memory, but we don't expect many other side effects. I don't understand. That's okay. Just trust me. Your trust can only take you so far. You'll feel a bit of a tingle in your head, but nothing worse than a headache. It should last no more than 20 minutes. It's important that nothing interrupts the machine. Don't fight it, and don't try to leave while the connection is in progress. Connection? It's not a physical connection. You'll see. It won't even be near you. Okay. So what happens after it's done? When it's done, you'll have the ability to control your opponent's moves when you're playing Shinogi Chess. Oh, that's forthcoming. This is a huge advantage that could help you win any match you accept, even against the highest tier Grandmasters. I don't even know how to play that game. You'll learn. And alongside Kana, you'll be able to grow in power and status. When you're at the top of the society, you'll be able to enforce the will of the Typhoon Initiative. You'll be able to change the world. Isn't that what you want? Yeah? The diagnostic procedure is complete, ma'am. All readings are nominal. The signal component is working as expected. Excellent. Let's begin. Powering up now. Okay, Himiko. It's time. Just hold on for a bit, okay? Okay. Oh. Connection established. Activate the countermeasures to initiate the payload transfer. Done. Transferring payload. Mazionga time. Proceeding as expected. Mom? Phase 1 is complete. Expected reaction should occur. What's hurting me? More resistance than we thought. That's fine. Continue the transfer. Not much else we can do. To interrupt the machine now might do more harm than good. We must press forward for the cause. Mom, get me out. I don't like it. Something's wrong. The power just went out for the entire facility. It's not due to overload. It must be an issue with the breaker. What was that? Oh? Ma'am, they're here. It's over. What's wrong? Who's here? Special assault. They're not taking prisoners. Well, shit. The police? Here? There's no time. I have to lead a defense team to protect this place. Ma'am, they're gone. The entire defense squad is gone. They were killed in the cargo hold. And the operation division? Scattered mostly. Non-combat staff has already started to evacuate. Ma'am? Both of you, gather the children and lead them to the escape board. Then get out of here. What about the procedure? Can't stop it now. Lack of power should sustain it until the transfer is complete. We can't be sure what will happen without supervision. Could go out of control any second now. Enough. Now we're getting into the opening. This is my responsibility. Now go. Mom, why? Everything's falling apart. I'm sorry, Himiko. This is where we part ways. I wanted you to become our greatest warrior. If you survive, you may still be our best hope. But I can't get captured or killed. The cause must live on, no matter what. Well, damn. So, I can't stay to protect you. I failed you. I've never been a good mother. All of this was to give you a purpose. To let you find your place in the world. And all it did was ruin your life even further because of my ambitions. I was never a good influence. I was never there for you. I know that I tried. I tried for you.
I love you, and I'll be waiting for you to find me on the branches of Eden.
Oh. No, don't go. Why did you put me through this? I hate you, Yuko Masaki. Okay, yeah, that's completely justified then.
Mom? Why is this happening? Mom? Where are you? I'm scared. I'm scared. What's going on? Who's there?
Himiko's feelings toward her mother are completely justified. As decent, yet beaten down by society that Yuko was. This is still not a great look, especially to Himiko.
Why? Why would you do this to me?
Mom, I swear I'll find you. It's the last thing I do. Oh, hey, you're still here. Mr. Saki, I was so worried. Kana, Shiro, thank goodness you're safe. Must have been hectic out there. I only saw from a distance, but so many were killed. They stormed the main hall from the south cargo hold. There's not much time, so listen carefully. Things are going to change now. There's no choice. I don't know what will happen to the other members. If they make it out, they'll be on their own. What do you mean? Aren't we gonna find them? Afraid there's no we anymore. I've been through too much to go on like this. I'm leaving the initiative. What? You can't. No. I don't understand. Everyone looks up to you. You've always been our leader. To be honest, I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting this war, always having to wonder what might be if we were to make some kind of progress. It's always right back to the start. We take one step forward and get pushed 2 steps back. But that's not what I should be saying as your Prime Commander. I'm supposed to inspire hope and keep us going, as long as it takes. Can't do this anymore, not with everything I have to lose. What do you have to lose? I'm still lost! You, Shiro, my own daughter. I dragged you into all this. And now I'm too afraid to do what it takes to win. Failed. I don't deserve your respect. Why? Why do you feel that way? You did nothing wrong. I put Himiko through that machine. She was suffering. I don't know what I was thinking. Now she's all alone. Or dead. It's all my fault. I was too conflicted on my desires. That's why I have to find my own way without you. Leaves her daughter to continue the cause. Immediately gives up on the cause. I'm sorry, I didn't want it to come to this, but I've been thinking for some time now that it might be better for me to start a new life. But the initiative doesn't have to die. It lives on in you, Kana. What? Me? I've done my best to teach you everything I could this past year. It wasn't just to help you survive, but to prepare you for greatness. Kana, I want you to lead the Typhoon Initiative. Why? You and Shiro are the future of this organization. Together you can find a new path to victory. One that actually has a chance at changing things in Aichi Prefecture. Remember that mission I asked you to undertake? Now you have a chance to complete it the way you want. You have a chance to reinvent the way we fight back against corruption. To use their own weapons against them. And I can do that even without hurting people? Exactly. The fight lives on. And your determination to help others. You have a shot at achieving what I couldn't. The title of Prime Commander belongs to you now. Gather your army and execute your ideas without hesitation. I don't know if I can do it. I'm not strong like you are. You can do it. You've always had your father's strength. That day when I found you at the orphanage, it wasn't pity that drove my decision to take you in. It was hope. We're out of time. Get going now. Yes, Prime Commander. Wait, I can't go. You have to. They'll be here any second now. Never see you again? Of course you will. Take this with you. It's a message I recorded some weeks ago. A message? The device holds an encrypted data stream. Carry the data chip with you wherever you go, and you'll be able to read it when the time is right. I guess I'll have to go now. I'll always be rooting for you, Kana. One day, when you've taken the initiative further than I ever could, I'll be watching with pride. Goodbye, Kana Suzuki. Goodbye, Mom. I hope that gave you the purpose you were looking for, Kana. I really do hope you can change the world. If I'm being honest with myself, there's only one way to fight these bastards. My way. Or the highway. And now that there's nothing holding me back, I can finally create the Eden that this world deserves. I'm doing things my way. It's my way. My way or the highway. The base was completely overrun. My combat forces were either dead or scattered. I managed to gather up some of my old operatives and strategists, but we were on the path to something new. Others joined Kana's initiative. And others still formed their own splinter cells and resistance groups. So in the end, the cause did continue. But at what cost, you ask? Even with our immediate retreat, the loss of so many fighters instilled fear in the citizens of Zone 8. For a time, the idea of rebellion was too frightening to even think about. And corruption continued on. I was a coward that day. I chose to run to protect myself above all else. We won't make that same mistake again. Things are different now. This new group, we've found our stride again. We've come far and I'm willing to die for my ideals. Okay, so she didn't. This was her plan to keep her ideals going. Ditch the Typhoon Initiative as we knew it up to this point. Send Kana and Shiro on their way and go do her own, like, proper radical terrorist actions to try and overturn society. Okay, that makes sense. So now at the turn of the next century, we face a familiar yet unprecedented problem that threatens our entire society. And I know that all it'll take is just more pressure, just a bit more pressure for everything to come crashing down. All it'll take is to simply show them the same fear they used against us all those years ago. When that happens, this world's resistance will undoubtedly crumble, and the future might finally be ours to shape. Present day, okay. We're now up to speed. Hold it, don't get any closer. Stand down, Himiko's our esteemed guest. Relax, Himiko. We've got plenty of time to talk. Can't believe it. Yuko Masaki is standing in front of me. I finally found her. You mean this whole flashback chapter wasn't Yuko already talking? Those memories, they came rushing back to me. What seemed hazy before is now crystal clear. After all this time, I think I finally understand the truth. Well, I have to say, I'm impressed. Impressed with what? With how quickly you found me, of course. Never would have imagined that you'd come alone, though. Where's Kana? Kana's a worthless traitor, just like you. Himiko, what do you mean? You know exactly what I mean. 5 years ago, you left me to die in that place. Well, I kinda did. You abandoned me. Never made any effort to find me or make sure I was okay. That's not true. I've heard that you started attending Yoshino High School. It's a good school, right? Yuko, that doesn't counter her argument. That doesn't counter her argument. Pathetic. You have no idea. But when I heard the initiative got caught, I worried for you. Some pesky student exposed your plan, right? Is everything okay between you and your sister? You really thought that? No, Mother, I don't think you understand. I never joined your worthless rebellion. I'm the one that defeated Kana Suzuki last semester, and I eliminated your grip on Yoshino's school board. There's nowhere left for you to run. I've come to end your reign of terror. Oh, Himiko. You know, I never really wanted to believe it. But I must say, I had my suspicions when your name was left out of the news reports that made their way down to us. It's a shame, really. Thought I raised you better. Wow! Did you listen to anything I just said? These past 5 years, you never came looking for me. You already forfeited any chance at indoctrinating me into your movement. Even before the attack, you were never around. My foolish desperation, I thought they killed you during that raid. I thought you were dead, because I couldn't face the idea that you would abandon your own child. So now you owe me an explanation. I need answers, and you're the only one that can give them to me. Very well. You've come this far, so I might as well make it count. What do you want to know? What do you want to know that I haven't already explained in this flashback? What was that machine you put me in? Is that really the source of my power? Power? So it did work after all? I'm asking the questions now. You really haven't paid any attention to the previous game, have you, Yuko? Sorry. Yes, the device was supposed to let any of our operatives influence their opponents while playing Shinogi chess. I mean, to be fair, Yuko did say exactly this 5 years ago. Would have helped in the new strategy I was developing in which our undercover agents could play the game to attain power. Though I was never able to oversee it. Kana's the one that tried that approach since she took control of the initiative. That's insane. How does it work exactly? My explanation wouldn't do it justice. Let's just say that tech was borrowed from the government to the Aichi prefecture. It explains what Takane told me yesterday. She said the government was already aware that I might possess a gift. So is this sequence really going like, we borrowed the technique from them, they lost it, so now they want to borrow Himiko back to research it and redevelop that technique? So does that mean they wanted to observe me to further their own research into this ability? Could they have already modified their own Shinogi chess players? device didn't function properly that day, right? The power outage had some unexpected effects on our computer system. The machine must have malfunctioned, but at that moment, I feared what might have happened if I interrupted the process. I realized it must have been painful and traumatic. You don't say! To say the least, yeah. That must also be the origin of my other self. These years it was dormant, waiting for an opportunity to unveil itself. When the prospect of playing Shinogi chess finally became available to me, it made itself known in full force. It's the chess demon. That's when I was fully able to fully utilize the power that came with it. It manifested from this new personality. Procedure. It messed with my brain. It still affects me. That's my fault, Himiko. I'm sorry. Your apology means nothing to me. I just want to know why you left the initiative and never returned. At that time in my life, I felt immense guilt. After what I did to you, I felt like I had failed the cause. So the best thing for me was to start a new life and a new group. You mean these goons? They're loyal. Much more loyal than you could ever imagine. And our goal is the complete eradication of Shinogi chess by any means necessary. Sounds familiar. So it makes you think things will be any different than how they were before. I was held back by my attachments. That won't be a problem anymore. Cruel. You never deserved to be a mother. We're called the Wings of Eden. The Wings of Eden? Sounds like an unhinged religious charity, not a terrorist organization. Joke all you like. This is the path that will save Japan from total destruction. Do you remember that children's book I always read to you? The Garden of Freedom? We're going to make Eden a reality. We're going to uproot the corruption that plagues this prefecture. And you're going to do it by killing innocents. The terror attacks I've been hearing on the news, bombings and assassinations, those were all you, Himiko. I know it's tough to swallow, but this isn't the only way now. This is the only way now. That's been clear ever since the initiative finally dissolved 6 months ago. What? So you think it's okay to harm civilians because you can't use Shinogi chess to your advantage anymore? Fear is the only weapon they understand. It's the only way to put a dent in their system. If enough people fear our threats, they'll pressure the government to change for us. This is what I wanted 5 years ago. In the past, I let my morality get in the way of progress. But I've since shed all doubts on the matter. This is the only realistic course of action. That means the recent attacks. They happened because of me. Yuko only stepped things up when Kana's rebellion was exposed during the Spring Championships. How was I so careless? You seem to be doing fine, though. When those soldiers stormed into the base, they didn't open fire when they saw you. That's right. Maybe it was the confusion, the fact that I was only 12. Or the reason they took me captive after the machine had powered off. I don't remember much after that. At the hospital, I explained my situation and the police took pity on me. They covered up your identity in the public report to protect my reputation. That's why your name was kept out of the news. The government saw that I had no one to look after me. One of the doctors who treated me offered to take me in. I lived with him and his family once I was released from the medical facility. I see. That's good. I've had someone to rely on these past 5 years. No, Mom. That day traumatized me so much I felt isolated and lonely, even in my new home. A few years after the incident, I opted to live by myself in an apartment near Yoshino High School. That's not right. You shouldn't have let a girl your age go without some sort of guardian. Like you care. Well, it's all over now. You won't have to worry about it. What do you mean by that? Now that we've been reunited, you can stay here. He just doesn't understand. No matter how many times I try to tell her. I'm not going to do that. I won't fight for your pointless cause. Why not? Don't you want to help the people of Zone 8? I didn't shut down the initiative just to join some other rebel group. You must be insane if you think I'd resort to terrorism. I only do that to torture terrorists. That's a shame, but maybe you'll feel differently after a bit of convincing. Did you notice this pistol? The same one you found behind that shelf 5 years ago. I kept it with me all this time, as a reminder. I wanted to make sure that I was always ready to do what was necessary to fix this world. This weapon helps me remember the horrible things I've done. It's the true reason why I didn't want you finding it. True reason? You mean it wasn't just because it demonstrated what you did away from home? That's right. This very gun. I killed your father. Sorry? I killed Jin Suzuki and his wife. I'm the one that orphaned Kana. What? But Kana said he was killed by counter-protesters during a demonstration. Your father was corrupted by his then wife. She wanted to solve the Zone 8 crisis through peaceful means. It never would have worked, yet somehow she convinced him to take that path. Path of acceptance and legislative change. The demonstrations were pulling people away from the violence and destruction the initiative was promoting. What? Didn't just hurt our cause, it set us back years. We lost public opinion, and in turn the government stopped fearing our attacks. Wah! So she did something that horrific for a pathetic cause? What a monster! So to end it once and for all, I attended a protest myself. When things escalated, I used the confusion to assassinate the two. Jesus! When all was said and done, the police failed to name a specific culprit and had to conclude that the fighting led to their deaths. No, I can't believe this! Why did she have to go that far? I've thought for a long time about how to tell you, Himiko. I'm glad I finally got that off my chest. I feel so much better now. Come hug me. Come hug your mother, coward. Well, I'm afraid our little chat has to come to an end now. I need an answer. Will you join the Wings of Eden and help me to put an end to the game that plagues this world? Something wrong? You. What's wrong with you? Are you really that narrow-minded? Did you not hear me when we started this conversation? I said that I came here not to end a reign of terror. That hasn't changed. I came here to do what, exactly? How do you intend on stopping us? Are you going to kill us all yourself? Will you call the police? We have eyes and ears everywhere. We've made precautions. Special Assault will not get the jump on me again. You know you can't win this fight, Himiko. I'm your mother. We should be fighting side by side. I find the dissonance here very jarring. I have to wonder if that's intentional. During that long flashback chapter, we were viewing things from Yuko's perspective. And now we're viewing her from outside her perspective. She comes off like a freaking monster. If that's intentional, that's a very striking commentary. And very well done. You're not my mother. You're just a criminal. A murderer. Let's just take a step back and calm down for a moment. I know this can be overwhelming. I think I have an idea. If we've got just a little more patience, I'd like you to at least hear me out. I could show you the war room and explain our goals and expectations. That should at least make my offer clear. Listen to what I have to say, and I'll let you walk away without harm. No threats, no tricks. I'll let you go free. So, do we have a deal? I want nothing to do with this heartless insurgency, but it wouldn't hurt to understand their operations a bit more. With any luck, it could give me an idea on how to end them. Plus, I'm kind of worried about what will happen if I refuse. There's still a chance to follow through on my promise. I'm going to kill Yuko Masaki. I need to be in a room alone with her. This might just be my chance. Fine, I'll hear you out. Don't expect anything else. Got no sympathy for you. Excellent. This should be a wonderful change of pace. Hopefully it'll let us clear the air a bit. Please, follow me to the war room. I've been through so much just to find my mother, and now that I have, she's every bit as hopeless as I imagined her. She was the coward behind the attacks, and the one that set Kana's initiative in motion. Yet for some reason, I'm not experiencing the anger I thought I'd feel. Reconnecting with family, no matter who they are, must be something cathartic about it. Can I really do it, then? Do I have the strength to kill my mother and put a permanent end to all this madness? She is still quite awful, I suppose we feel sad about the state of her. Kind of angry.